All right, so we're back to part 2 of our contrasting cacti. We started off with our cactuses being black and white, and now we're going to come in, we're going to really emphasize the black and white of them by making the background very, very, very colorful and almost kind of like starbursts. Now, you can come up with a color scheme if you want, or you can use random colors. I've just pulled a few out to help myself. Now, when you're coming in here, it's absolutely possible if you want to come in and do it more as a circle and create concentric circles or targets, or yours might be a little bit more like curving, like the shapes that we see. But whatever you're thinking about, you want to be concentric. Now, concentric means it's a smaller shape inside a larger shape. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to get, I think I'm going to kind of curve mine like a comma. Now, this is important. You shouldn't be scribble scrabbling. And from here on out, we're just going to be making small borders with those crayons. So this should be something that you are able to do without leaving a bunch of scribble scrabble. So I'm going to come and I'm going to change my color with every concentric shape. So I'm going to keep going and adding to that, changing my color every time and every time making sure that I am outside my cactus. Now you'll notice even if we stop right now and look, do you see how having that very, very colorful background really makes the black and white cactuses pop? That's the contrast. That's what it does. So once I get this one to a size I feel comfortable with, I think this is as big as I need this one. I'm going to go and I'm going to start a new one. Now, it may run into this and overlap, and that's totally fine. So I think my next one, I'm going to start with a different color in the middle. I'm going to start with purple. And I'm still going to be using that same comma center. So if you chose to use a circular center or you chose to use a, more ovular center, that's fine. But you just need to be consistent. And you'll remember you're working really hard to create those concentric shapes and to stay out of the cacti because you need them to be pristine and black and white so you have that great contrast. Otherwise, it just looks like we don't know how to color, and we totally do. Now I'm about to reach a place where these overlap. So when that happens, I'll decide which one is going to stay on top. I think it's going to be this one, and then if I'm adding any more layers to the one that I'm working on right now, I can let it fall behind that original one. So for example, if I was going to come in, and you always want to take your layer all the way around, don't skip one side now just because it's overlapping or it's on a different side of the paper. So I'm going to come and let it go right behind it and right behind it. All right, so I would continue and I would fill the entire background, everything that is not the cactus or the pot, with your awesome, colorful, concentric shapes. So just let it be one of those calming, relaxing things and enjoy your colorful creation.